Hey guys, it's Donna again. I was going to make a part 2, and this part 2 has to do with the adult life. This adult life is a little different than actually high school. So what I'm going to talk about is my very first job. So this does relate to with high school, but this is the adult one. So with the adult one, it is a little worse. So where it started was I probably was there about maybe 2 to 3 months, and I was trying to make a drink, and where I was working was McDonald's. So when I was making this drink, I was told I was making it wrong and was yelled at for it. So then she was a manager, like not the store manager, but she was a manager that was in charge of our group. So she yelled at me and then told me to go in the office and think about what I did. Now, why would you tell an employee to go in the office and think about what they've done? Are we like 5? No. You should not even be doing that. What does that teach an employee? It doesn't teach them anything. It puts them through not loving their job. And so, sorry, there's something flying around and I don't like it because I'm outside. It was a bee. Okay. So sorry. So sorry about that. So anyway, back to where we were. So I'm gonna just put this back up there. Okay, so anyway. So she told me to go in the office to think about what I did. So she technically hurt my feelings and not like, you know, just talk to me in a nicer way about it and just, you know, tell me or let me know just to step aside or something if I messed up something and let someone else fix it. Or tell me to refix it or something instead of telling me to go in the office and think about what I did. Okay, so I'm doing that and I'm crying, and so she comes in and she says, "So why did you mess up that drink?" So I did this. That's exactly what I did, was just this. And had really no response to it because the way it was communicated to me and how disrespect that was. So my feelings were hurt and stuff. So I had no answer for that. And so then after that, I came back out and I just continued working. So that was the first time I've ever been yelled at a job. And then I reported it to corporate. And this is another way of like reporting it to someone that's higher than this manager. It's just like high school, you're reporting it to somebody else or report to the police or something that involves anything. So this I reported to the person that's higher than the McDonald's place. So reported it and let them know what was going on and that she yelled at me and explained pretty much what happened to me that day. So did that, and then they pretty much, you know, said if anything else keeps happening, let us know and we will pretty much remove her. So because of it not doing that, the 2 or 3 times it still was happening, Because for one, there were also someone that was telling me, I don't know if it's just rumors or not, but for something like this and not liking other certain employees, it could possibly be true. So what I heard was that this trainer went and told me that this manager was talking about me, and she was calling me a retard. Knowing that, that is really offensive to people, especially if they have a disability, any kind of disability, no matter if it's a brain one, like you don't see it or see how they act with their disability. Sorry guys, this bee is like following around and I don't understand. So yeah, so anyway, so then she did call me retard, and letting you guys know, if you don't know, but most of you may know from, if you watched the very first video of mine, and I do have a learning disability. I've had it since, pretty much ever since I was born. It just wasn't showing it because I was so young, but putting it as that because I've had it for a long time. So she did apparently call me that behind my back, probably talking to other people about it. And then the third thing was that I was on register doing my job, because this is where I was being a cashier and cashing people out, taking orders, so doing my job and whatnot. And there is probably a few trainers and a few crew. Crew is actually just the first step, because if you want to go up higher, you have to do all these things. You have to know all this stuff to get to manager. So there was crew, there was trainers, and then there's managers. So there was a few of those people, and then that one manager that gave me a problem. So they're all standing there watching and whatever, talking. I can just tell because I seen it when I didn't have any customers. I'm doing my job, and so I was told to go into the office. That manager wanted to talk to me, and I'm gonna call her that one because that one treated me really horrible, and I don't know what to put for a name. So, because I know her name, but because I don't want to say her name, I just don't. So she told me to go in the office, and I go in the office. Here she comes. She says, so everyone is telling me that you are being rude and disrespecting the customers. Mind you, from my videos that I had, well, my one video I made recently, I'm the nicest person. I don't like to start anything unless it's about me. But because it wasn't about me at the time, until she brought it up, saying I was being disrespectful and rude to the customers. Mind you, I did say something back because, for one, I'm gonna stick up for myself and be the bigger person for myself because I know me. So after she said that, I said, I am not like that. I would never disrespect somebody. And I was just so mad. But I did say I would never be like that. I am not that kind of person. I would never disrespect anybody. And then after that was done, she had nothing else to say. I got out of the office, continued my job, and then I reported it. After this one innocent thing, because this had to do with the person that was talking about me, my sister did my sister knows how McDonald's works and stuff, and then it should not be like this. Because my sister did work for McDonald's at my age, and she said, we're going to call the manager that's there. And so the other manager picks up. My sister asked, so this manager was talking about my sister behind her back. Do you know any of that? Do you know anything about that? So this manager says, I don't know what you're talking about. That's her answer. Instead of helping the situation, she just gave us that answer. So that was also reported, because that was the last straw. After when I was talked to in the office again, that was the last straw. We reported it to corporate. After reporting to corporate, this manager was completely gone. Only because, for one, finding out that she's been doing this to others. For two, she was doing this to me. So, after her being gone, that was it. That was completely it. Everything was just fine. And that was that. So that was another experience with, seemed like, with bullying and treated differently and picking favorites. So that was the video that I've been wanting to now try to make. After the video I just made a few days ago. So there you have it. And if you had any questions, you were wondering what you think you should do, what did you try doing, and if you think this video was interesting, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any more of my videos, because I may be posting more with more experiences, you subscribe, put the notification bell on so you don't miss anything that I post, and leave comments if you do have any questions. That's the only way I'll respond. And you all have a nice rest of your summer, because fall will be here anytime. So, have a good day. Bye.